Dun 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 dun. We're back. We're back with another video. It's been a lot going on lately in college sports, for football in particular. I'm gonna try to touch on all these points. Okay, man, oh man, where do I begin? Well, let's start with the college football playoffs, right? The college football playoffs is key to determining who are going to be the national champion, right? National champion. As I say again, national champion. What is a national champion? We all know what that is. It takes the best team who compete within the nation of the United States. And these teams compete on their journey to win a title. That is the definition of a national champion. So if you don't have the teams in the nation competing to determine the national champion, then the meaning of it becomes something other than a national champion. Also, whenever you're involving other programs or schools, you're tapping into their fan base. When you tap into a particular school or campus fan base, you're appealing to their audience because they're being drawn in by way of the competition. So when they see their team playing another team, now you have a draw from that. Now, what happens if you eliminate those draws? Well, it will ultimately cut the support for the national competition by that margin. So lately it's been determined that there should only be 2 conferences that should have a shot at winning each year. Now, what does this do, right? We saw what happened with Florida State last year being left out of the playoffs, right? So what this tells us is this already been going on. All of these things have been going on. If it wasn't for the Florida Attorney's General Office, if I'm not mistaken, to bring suit against or to investigate what's going on with the committee, then this probably wouldn't come to the forefront. So what happens in the dark comes to light. So clearly those 2 conferences have been doing this in the dark. It's only being brought to light how they think in their philosophy. Basically, oh, we should automatically have 2 teams in. Okay, that's what happened last year when Florida State got left out. They should have 2 teams in regardless. And that's why. And that's what's been going on. Now that they have exposed themselves, now it takes all the other conferences to come together and determine what they want to do with these 2 conferences, because clearly there's greed, there's dishonesty, and there's a lot of things going on with these 2 conferences. And no, we should not let them dictate how it's going to be. And it makes sense, right? Get rid of the NCAA so we can do what we want to do, like continue to cheat and continue to, have our say in the matter and continue to collect the money and continue to leave other brands out. That's what we're dealing with. If that's not corruption, if that's not conflict, if that's not coercion and so many other things, then what are we looking at? Yes, there should be some regulations, because how is it that you can have the same schools, the same teams, the same players, or should I say people competing on the same level from other places throughout the United States, and you devalue them. You devalue them, okay, just because of greed and selfishness, and you think that you should automatically be entitled to getting more money and getting more notoriety and having a better shot than the other teams who's giving their blood, sweat, and tears on the field day in and day out. What are you saying to those kids? You're telling them kids that they're not worth nothing. And this is why we have to gut out this type of mentality starting today. Okay, do not support the automatic buy for these two conferences, period. You want to buy, you got to earn it. It should be earned, because these kids are out here working their butts off, and they're trying to, you know, get things done and get have some dignity about what they're participating in. And if it wasn't for the athletes, this would be nothing. So have some respect for these athletes, and it should be earned, period. And that's how it's always been. We have to weed out the cheating and what's been going on. So as I mentioned, what's been happening in the dark has now come to light. Now it's up to the rest of the conferences to determine how they want to deal with this matter. So this is just a brief video addressing the college football playoff and the biases that are occurring with these plans. Okay, so once again, we're gonna go into other sections, other segues into this topic, but this is just addressing what's been going on for the past 2 weeks or so in the college football playoffs, or college football in general. Once again, thank y'all for watching. Till next time, tune in, share this video, subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, you know, leave a comment or whatever. But once again, thank y'all for supporting the channel. Until next time, have a great day.
I'm listening to Global News Sports.
You're now tuning in to Global News Sports.